I'm reacting to Ikea Food here in Calgary, Alberta, so let's get this video started. Alright, so for a little bit of context, so I think this is the only IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, and arguably I think there should be more than one IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, but at the minute it is currently in the Acadia area, and within the Acadia, IKEA is a food court, and in terms of 2025 food prices, this is more than ideal. It's especially ideal, and if you're trying to get arguably a bang for buck, or even just a solid meal for a solid price, IKEA is definitely your place to go. And when I say this, I don't mean it's going to be the most fantastic and amazing food that you've ever had in your life. I'm just saying that if you're in a pinch and you need to eat some food that by quantity is pretty good and by taste it's not terrible, it's not that bad, then definitely go to the IKEA food court for sure. There's a wide variety of different foods that you can try, and then that's kind of what we're reacting to for today's video. So with all of that being said, let's start reacting to my food reviews now. I tried the veggie hot dog from IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of this meal. I actually thought it was pretty good. It was only $1, so 7 out of 10. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace. Yeah, no, I was genuinely surprised. I think it's after you go pay out for everything. IKEA has like a wide set of different hot dogs that you can choose from. I just happened to choose that specific one. But there's a variety of different meals in the downstairs area. There's 2 different types of places in which you can get food. One in the designated food court every time you enter an IKEA, and that's just before going through the whole showcase of the whole IKEA section. And then once you go downstairs, that's when you start to buy things, sort of, and then you go to the warehouse, and that's where you pick up things. After all that and the checkout, there's going to be another section for food separate from the food court in the upstairs area. You can get some really good prices of really good tasting food. Not amazingly tasting, but I would say it's pretty good for its price. Yeah, something to know about. There's the bottom level and the top level for food. I tried breakfast in IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of all the foods. So this first set came with eggs, bacon, and potatoes. It was really good for what it was worth. So inexpensive. I think it was under $5. And on top of that, BC pancakes were only $2 overall. So it comes with 3 pancakes. This was really good for what it was worth. I spent about $7 total. It was amazing. And it also came with these fruits on the sides like cantaloupe and things like this. Amazing. So 7.5 out of 10. Leave a like, comments, and subscribe, and peace. Yeah, so fascinating fact. I feel like not a lot of people actually know this, but IKEA actually has a completely different breakfast menu versus its lunch menu in itself. When you think of IKEA, you think of Swedish meatballs and mashed potatoes and so on and so forth. But little did you know that they have a wide variety of breakfast items that you can order, but you do need to head on over to the IKEA food court first thing. And I believe, let's quickly do a fact check. So yeah, so as you can see here, depending on the area, it's pretty much between 9:30 to 11 or 10 to 11 if I remember. The idea is basically when you enter to IKEA, right, when it opens, they're gonna have an exclusive breakfast menu, and when you think of the lunch, it's pretty cheap, and the dinner and so on and so forth, but the breakfast is really dang cheap. Like, I got pancakes in that video for such a amazingly steal of a price, and it came with a variety of really good fruits as well. I enjoyed the entire experience. Honestly, if you haven't already, I would highly recommend trying IKEA breakfast. It's not something that a lot of people know about, because when you go to IKEA, it's not something you do in the morning. It's something you do during the lunch hours or the afternoon. So yeah, visit IKEA breakfast. You won't regret it for sure, and I highly recommend it on top of their other menu items, and it was a really good experience for sure.
Going to be trying IKEA food here in Calgary, Alberta. So let's get started. So first off, we have the plant balls. So we'll dip it in all the assortment of sauces, and let's go. Yeah, actually pretty solid, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. And now we're gonna be trying the macaroni and cheese. This is what it looks like. Let's go. This is pretty good too, so I'm also gonna give it a 7.5. Last but not least, the egg medallion. This one was peak 8 out of 10. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace.
Yeah, so I think that was kind of the section where I was trying to use the microphone a bit more and talk, kind of like how I'm talking right now, for example, right? Again, I noticed that retention and analytically wise, it wasn't working nearly as well as I'd liked, so I ended up stopping to do that. But now reflecting back, it's February 27, 2025, Thursday. I think I maybe might want to go back to doing that, because that video actually kind of seems interesting versus the other times that I tried to attempt that style of footage. And when you look at big, huge food reviewers like Keith Lee, I think that's his name is, or that's what his name is, he kind of just talks to the camera like this and just tries the food. I notice his videos are super long, but if I were to do the exact same thing, I don't think people would stay and watch the whole video versus him, just because of his social media status, so to speak. People would trust that information, but for me, I'm kind of a new creator. Therefore, I don't think I would get the same results as him making the same format in the exact same video. I think for now, this format that I'm currently doing is all right, but hey, possibly in the near future, I might take a visit to Amazon.com and then see if they have any wireless microphones that are reasonably priced. And then from that point onwards, I could buy a mic and then see, kind of go from there. But anyways, yeah, the food in that video was pretty good. I did notice the macaroni and cheese. I always try to order it whenever I do have a chance. And fun fact, I know Swedish meatballs are what IKEA is sort of known for, and that's just the way it is. I do have a pretty good liking of the plant balls. I do enjoy them quite a bit, so if you ever in a chance to sort of try something new, I would highly recommend the plant balls. That being sort of similar to falafel in a sense, I kind of like it better, I'm not gonna lie. Our hot take, yeah, understand, I know, but yeah, again, try the plant balls. Do not undermine them by any means whatsoever. I personally think they're better than Swedish meatballs. Yes, I said it. And yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next video. Alright, the fish and chips from IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of all the food. So we're going to be starting off with the fish and chips. I thought this was pretty good for what it's worth considering it's IKEA, so I'm probably going to give it an 8 out of 10. Not bad at all. Fries weren't that bad either, so I'm probably going to score it around a 7.5 out of 10. I actually thought personally it was still pretty good, so I highly recommend you guys check it out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace. I also had no idea that IKEA offered fish and chips, and to be frank with you, in the city of Calgary, IKEA is going to be your cheapest bet for fish and chips, because it's kind of nuts how if you want to get a fish and chips here in the city of Calgary, notice how Calgary is kind of in the middle of the Canada, not the province. Your coastal line cities would be the Maritimes and Vancouver, right? So I would imagine maybe fish and chips is one better and cheaper in these specific areas. Just because we're in Calgary, there's a lot of import fees, I would assume, and etc. and so on and so forth. So whenever you head on to your local fish and chips restaurants, the prices are absolutely insane. It seems a little like robbery when you go to, you know, fish and chip joints here in Calgary. But if you want to combat with that, I would recommend perhaps going to IKEA, because that would be the next best bet, just because of the good prices that come along with it. The price and the food actually wasn't that bad, so of course it's something to know, right? Fish and chips IKEA, it's worth the shot if you want to try it. Tried the berry sundae from IKEA in Calgary, Alberta, and here's what I thought of the ice cream. It was pretty good in my honest opinion. I would recommend you guys get it, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out. Yeah, to touch on that too as well, the frozen yogurt section and ice cream section for IKEA is fantastic. Do like it a lot. It's comparable prices pretty much to getting a vanilla cone at McDonald's or a Frosty and so on and so forth. Their Sunday line too as well. Yeah, overall I really like it. I find that whenever I go to IKEA, guess what? Newsflash, the ice cream machine isn't broken, which is nice. That's a good touch for sure. So if you're nearby for IKEA and you wanted some ice cream, definitely go for sure. Yeah, it comes with, I think it was a strawberry frozen yogurt. I had a chance to try that. I didn't record that reaction, I don't think, and it was really good. So if you're ever at IKEA, try that. Even their ice cream cones and such are pretty good too as well. The standard vanilla, I'm not sure about other flavors, but they are pretty good too as well. On a side note too, beside the downstairs food court is a little bit of a grocery store when you can pretty much buy some of these products. So like you can buy plant balls and Swedish meatballs if you're in the area. If you want to try that out, might as well. There's chocolate, candies, and, you know, cookie treats with, you know, filling in the middle. I think those are pretty neat as well. One more thing to mention before we end this video too as well is if you do have an IKEA family membership, you can get specific things for free. There's a wide variety of, you know, cafe sort of drinks, so your lattes, your cappuccinos, americanos, and so on and so forth. I think you can possibly get those discounted, if not for free, or the coffee might be free. But point being is, if you do get the IKEA family membership, kind of like the rewards point system, then you do get a lot of benefits and advantage to that. So your next trip to IKEA should be definitely, I'm not affiliated or sponsored by the way, but yeah, you should definitely get the rewards points if you do have a chance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so that reaction was a lot quicker than I expected. It was something I wanted to kind of do because I've reacted to a lot of my other videos, and I thought IKEA would have been a great addition to my, so to speak, reacting portfolio. I enjoy going to IKEA whenever I have a chance. I might be slowly getting tired of it as time comes, but obviously if you're going quite a bit, then it's understandable. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one.